What's up? What's up? About to drop another video real quick. Pretty much I just want to talk about this awakening process that's going on with everybody. Well, a lot of people, honestly, it's not everybody. And it's more of young people, some old people that's been awakened and just been trying to help these young people like me and other people. And then there's people that still have to wake up, but there's a lot of people that's gonna stay lost, but I'm really talking to the people that's like me and a little bit before my level of wisdom and knowledge, I guess you would say. And it's pretty much where you when you kind of at where I'm at a little bit before me, you fight yourself a lot because you're still learning new shit and you don't really know what to truly believe because you gotta understand a lot of us are not taught to believe in ourselves and like truly believe in ourselves and what we think and applying it to life. So when we want to do these things that we come up with, we kind of question ourselves when we shouldn't. But it is what it is. We gotta get better. But another thing is, it's kind of our own self. Like, have you ever been like so tired when you wake up in the morning? It's just like super drowsy. Like you wake up every 5 minutes trying to wake up, but you keep going back to sleep, and it's just like it lasts like for a whole hour or two. I want to equate that to our souls and the awakening of our souls. Like think about it as in our soul finally like woke up like because it was time to or like some like whatever we found ourselves or it was just like whatever. It's many things that many reasons your soul can awaken. I mean, clearly it's most likely your time, but when it is your time, it's going to come by some sort of knowledge or some type of wisdom from someone or even a life experience like near death experience or like you lost a job, you lost someone significant, something that make you hit rock bottom or some shit. And that's usually your awakening, rock bottom, because you start to see what life really is. It's not always fitting in and trying to be happy. Like sometimes you have to be depressed. Sometimes you have to be sad to find out who you truly are. Like the fake persona we put on, the mask, that fake smiling truly affects us in the long haul because it's not us. We're faking it. Like, bro, we have shit that's deep down in us that you keep pushing back with that fake shit. Be who you really want to be. Like, and it is what it is. But what I want to say is when you first hit that rock bottom, bro, it's going to be hard for you because everything that you previously was taught is now bullshit because you're at rock bottom. You wouldn't have been at rock bottom if you had proper knowledge of life and of self. Do you understand that? I hope you do. Because we wouldn't have homeless people if we had proper education and proper mental treatments and things like that. Same with every other thing in life. Or you wouldn't fail in life if you had proper wisdom and knowledge, but we don't, so we have to learn that. And through learning that, this new information, we're going to question it, of course. We're not going to believe in ourselves, like I said, and it's going to cause us to be drowsy, our soul to be drowsy, and to fall asleep and wake back up. And to fall asleep and wake back up. It's because we'll learn some new shit. Somebody hit us with some new perspective on life, and we'll be like, oh shit, hell yeah, I got to change how I live. It'd be for a spur of a moment. It'd be for about 2 days. It'd be for about a week. And then you go back to falling asleep for about a month to 3 months, a year, till something else hits you or till something else make you sad and so you get some more motivation to get out the way as you are. And there's many reasons for falling back to sleep. Like you could actually think about what fully having to wake up means. It means you have to detach from a lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. You have to be an outcast. You have to be considered crazy to even use your mind and think for yourself. What else? There will be lonely moments because you won't want to hang out with everybody all the time. A lot of the people that you considered friends before won't be your friend anymore. Like because you're changing. And they might not want to, so they don't. And that's it. And a lot of people you love is going to have to leave your life either for temporarily or permanently. It is what it is. It's happened to me. I had to do it. Only for the better. But There's many things that make us go back to sleep, but one thing I do want to say is even in when you waking up in real life from out that drowsy sleep, bro. Like each time you wake up, you stay up a little bit longer. Same with your soul. Each time you learn some new shit, your soul get a little bit brighter. You get a little bit like, okay, nigga, I'm waking up. I feel you. And eventually your soul will come out of that bullshit you learned. And then your soul start teaching you. Like, first you got to get rid of the bullshit, though. Once you fully are open to getting rid of that bullshit, your soul will start teaching you. You still might fall asleep, but after year 1, year 2, year 3, your connection grows stronger. And it's harder for you to fall back to sleep. And you gotta think about it, not in this life, your soul, it's harder for your soul to ever go back to sleep. The reason our soul ever went to sleep in the first place was a lack of something. A lack of some type of knowledge, a lack of wisdom, a lack of security. Like, we might have been too comfortable. We might have been too egotistical. We could have been a lot of things, and it put our ass to sleep. We might have been fighting our sleep back then. Niggas wanted to stay woke, and it was just the masses was bringing them down, bro. Think about it. Even, I'm not going to say this was the time that I can equate this, but think about it back in the day. If you consider doing black magic or any type of witchcraft, speaking shit into existence or some shit, like, you would get burned at the stake because they considered you a witch. You couldn't explore the spiritual world. So, you had to go to sleep so you could survive. Think about it, bro. You might want not to go to sleep because you knew it wasn't the right thing to do. But shit, after so long, bro, you got to. Or some people just succumb to it because they wanted to be like everybody else. Those were the weaker people. Some people just had to do it to survive. And some of the strongest people died or put in jail or whatever you want to call it. Those are all the strong people. That the free-minded thinkers and the people that don't want to follow rules are all locked up or dead, bro. Most of the people that's out in this world are lost. No bullshit. Because you have to think about it. Or young, because they haven't grown into the system yet. Most of the adults that are walking around today, bro, are lost. Most of the grandparents and shit are lost. You have to understand, bro. The system goes against anything that's self-sufficient. Nigga, you can't collect rainwater. Still to this day. And not in every state, but at least 13 states, I believe. And then other states, there's restrictions and permits that you need. Nigga, rainwater? Okay. There's many things that can get you locked up. Smoking weed, bro, that's a freedom. There's many things. I ain't saying every person in jail shouldn't be in jail, but a lot of the rebels, a lot of the Black Panthers, a lot of the Martin Luther Kings. How many times Martin Luther King went to jail, my nigga? Think about it. Think about it. Makes sense. Bro, if you're for your people, bro, you're going to jail or you're going to get killed, bro. Or you're going to be put out as an outcast. That's another thing the media and shit do now. They don't have to put you in jail and shit. They could just end your credibility because that's what the masses go on. Credibility. Proof. Bitch, ain't no proof in this world, nigga. Like, God built this shit. Prove me God, nigga. You can't because he's infinite. She's infinite. Whoever the fuck you want to call it. Like, nigga, it's infinite, bro. And you'll never understand it. I'm not saying I'll fully understand it, but nigga, I'm trying to. It's the difference. It is the difference. Like, you can ignore God, but when you ignore God, you ignore there's something bigger than you. I'm competitive. If there's something bigger than me, I'm going to strive to be it in the best way possible. That's the alpha mentality. That's the God mentality. To always grow and be better. And we can always grow and be better than we previously was. And there's nothing in this world that can stop us. Like, we could do anything we want if we put our mind to it. It's been shown, it's been proven, it's fact. Evidence is everywhere. Every system, every computer, every technology, every car, every food sort, everything you eat, everything you consume was created It wasn't here 10, 20, 30, hundreds, thousands of years ago. It was created through the mind, nigga. What else you think we can create? You think somebody had an iPhone 10 sitting in their head for 100 years and was like, nah, I'm gonna release this hoe now. Y'all niggas ain't ready. Y'all niggas ain't ready. Now it's 2008. I'm about to drop. Nah, nigga. iPhone X came from the mind. Somebody presented it. We didn't even have cell phones 40 years ago. Like, just think about this shit, bro. Your mind is God. You can create and be whatever the fuck you want, as long as you keep trying to grow to that shit. This is a computer simulation, nigga. You can be the Sims of a bullshit ass world, or you can control all this shit. Like, bro, what do you want to be?